There is a specific kind of darkness that standard light cannot fix. It is the cold blackness that enters a man when he has given everything, his time, his strength, his very tears, only to be answered with total silence. If you are lying awake tonight wondering why the sun refuses to rise over your life, stay by this fire. Listen closely, because the darkest hour of the night holds a secret, but it only reveals this secret to those who refuse to sit down. Welcome back to the circle, my friend. Let the noise of the world fade away. In the dry lands near the edge of the great northern plains, a young hunter named Amin stood staring at his cracked, dying soil. Amin was not lazy. He was the first to wake and the last to sleep, but for 2 straight years, the sky had refused to yield a single drop of rain. His crops withered into dust before they could even sprout. While the other men in the village packed their bags and fled to the cities in shame, Amin stayed. He dug deeper wells. He carried heavy buckets of water from miles away until his shoulders bled. He worked until his body shook with fever. Yet every morning he opened his door, the sky remained as hard as iron. Every night he went to sleep, his stomach was empty. His neighbors who had fled sent messages back, laughing at his stubbornness. Why fight the earth, they asked him. The land is dead, Amin, give up. Even his own family looked at him with eyes full of quiet pity. And pity is often heavier to carry than hatred. One evening, after digging for 12 straight hours without finding a single drop of moisture, Amin dropped his heavy shovel. The sun plummeted below the horizon, plunging the dry forest into absolute blackness. There was no moon. There were no stars. There was only a cold, suffocating silence. Amin sat on the frozen dirt, buried his face in his scarred hands, and wept. He was tired of being strong. He was tired of hoping. I am done, he whispered to the dark. The light is never coming back. When a man gives up in his heart, the wild forest knows it immediately. Amin got to his feet and began to walk blindly into the pitch-black night. He did not care where he was going. He did not care if the hungry hyenas found him. But as he stumbled deeper into the dense brush, a strange sound echoed from the shadowed trees behind him. It was the heavy, rhythmic snapping of branches. Something massive was following his footsteps in the dark, matching his pace, step for step. Amin froze. His heart hammered against his ribs. The night grew instantly colder, and the air turned thick. He spun around, but the darkness was so dense he could not see his own hand in front of his face. Every step he took forward to escape, he stumbled over hidden roots and sharp granite rocks, cutting his feet, but whatever was stalking him only drew closer. Have you ever been there? A place where every direction feels wrong. A place where you feel like you are running in an endless circle, bleeding for nothing. For hours, Amin stumbled through the black wilderness, hunted by an invisible force. His mind began to play cruel tricks on him, and the bitter voices of everyone who had ever doubted him echoed through the dark trees. You failed, the voices whispered. You are not enough. You should have given up long ago. Exhausted, bruised, and completely broken, Amin collapsed upon a flat granite rock high in the hills. He lay on his back, staring up at the empty void, waiting for the cold or the beast to finish him. Suddenly, a tiny flame flickered just a few paces away. An old woman, a traveler who had lived through 100 harsh seasons, sat beside a small pile of burning twigs. She looked at Amin's bleeding feet, his torn clothes, and the hollow darkness in his eyes. Where are you running to in the dark, son? She asked softly. Nowhere, Amin sobbed, his voice cracking with despair. The sun has died. The darkness has won. I have worked until I have nothing left, but the night just keeps getting longer and longer. The old woman tossed a single dry branch onto her tiny fire, and she looked out into the vast black valley below. No matter how long the night, she said, her voice as steady as the surrounding mountains, the dawn will surely break. Amin wiped the red dust from his eyes. You do not understand, he said bitterly. I have been waiting for hours. I have been waiting for years. The night is not ending. It is only getting darker. The old woman smiled quietly. Foolish boy, she murmured, do you not know how this world was made? The hour right before the dawn is always the coldest. It is always the darkest. The darkness does not gather to destroy you. It gathers because its time is almost up. She pointed a thin finger toward the eastern horizon. The sun does not ask for your permission to rise. She continued, it does not care that your feet are sore or that your spirit is tired. The sun obeys a law higher than your pain. Your only job is to stay alive until the sky turns red. Amin looked out into the empty void. He realized his fatal mistake. He had believed the darkness was permanent simply because he was tired, mistaking the length of his struggle for the ultimate outcome of his life. So Amin sat on that cold rock and waited. He stopped fighting the dark. He stopped running from the shadows. He just breathed. And then it happened. Slowly, almost imperceptibly, the pitch black softened into deep indigo. The indigo turned to soft violet, and suddenly, a brilliant sliver of golden light sliced through the eastern mountains, shattering the darkness in a single breath. As the morning light flooded the valley, Amin looked down from his high perch, and his breath caught in his throat. From the high rock, he could finally see what the night had hidden from him. A deep underground river was rising right beneath his village's dry fields, brought to the surface by the mountain runoff. The soil was not dead at all. It was preparing to burst with life. Amin ran back down the mountain, picked up his shovel, and dug. By midday, fresh water gushed from the earth. Look at me now, my friend. You may be in your personal midnight right now, looking at empty bank accounts, unreturned calls, broken promises, or painful news that makes your heart sink. It feels as though the dark will never end. But hear the wisdom of the elders tonight, because the darkness has an expiration date. Cannot hold the sun back, no matter how cold it gets, and your struggle is not proof that you are failing. It is proof that you are still in the hours before the break of day. Do not throw away your shovel in the middle of the night. Do not walk away from your life right before the light breaks. Stand your ground, hold your head up, because your morning is coming. Share this story with someone who is currently walking through their own midnight, and remember that no night lasts forever. Stay strong, stay patient, and keep walking.